my two daughters, Isabella is 10, just about to start high school, and Charlotte is 5, just about to start junior school. And as you guys know, we travel a lot, like, sometimes a new country every single year. And we tend to go away at least 9 times a year for anywhere up to a month. Well, how the hell do we do that with our kids? It's pretty simple, actually. International schools is the schooling system that we have our children in. So they follow something called the International Baccalaureate, or the IB for short. And so a school here in the south of France, actually there's an international school just up the road here in Mougins, follows the same curricula at the same time, at the same pace as the school where our daughters go to in Lisbon, which is an international school, follows the IB, and also followed the same one that they had in Sydney as well. So they're in the international schooling system. So that makes things very, very easy, and it's set up that way traditionally for people that works in embassies or people that work within the military in some way, shape or form. Military and the diplomatic services tend to move around a lot. Also the executives, etc., etc., they tend to move around a lot. So those schools are set up for that, which works perfectly for our lifestyle. So that's the first part of that particular little puzzle. But the second part of the puzzle is framing. So that means that we heavily involve our daughters in our traveling to the extent that they get to pick the country that we go to next. We have it take in turns, picking countries, picking destinations, and we do all the research on one. So currently, our current next country, so currently we live in Lisbon and Sydney, and our next country will of course be somewhere other than Lisbon. So we're looking at Japan or Italy. So Charlotte wants Japan, Isabella wants Italy, and we let them go through the process, and they have to do a little presentation on the pros and cons of the country, and basically they present to us why they think we should all go and move to that country. They do research on the school that they'll go into. And so we really heavily involve them in the process, which is awesome for those guys, of course. They really get a kick out of it, and they feel that they've got a genuine voice in our family because of that, which for their self-confidence and self-esteem is just mind-blowing. It really is. And a lot of folks say that doesn't it bother the kids that they travel all the time? And I would say that kids are unbelievably flexible. Their brain plasticity and flexibility is extremely high. Adults, as we get older, we tend to get very set in our ways, and as such, we tend to think, oh, I couldn't possibly go and live in Italy, in Venice, or in Rome, or something like that for a year. It would never work for me. And the truth is, it's as easy as can be. It's as easy as can be. So kids are flexible. Adults, as we get older, we tend to lose that flexibility. So look to your kids. They will give you everything you need to live a awesome life. That's how we do it. So international schools, really involving them and giving them a lot of authority and autonomy to make decisions and to get involved with our lifestyle choices, so that they don't feel like we're pushing them. They actually feel like they weirdly push us, and that's a much different place for them to come from, and it works really, really well. Hope that helps. Oh, I should also tell you as well, for instance, right now here in the south of France, we are house swapping. So there's a family, a beautiful French family, also with 2 girls, living in our place in Lisbon, in Cascais, and they're in our place, and we are living in this place in Mougins, in the south of France, and we just swapped houses. So we do that all the time. It works really, really well. When we can't house swap, then we Airbnb. But generally speaking, we house swap, and that's also a great thing to do. And teachers tend to be Incredible house swappers. They really do swap all the time. So there's a big house swapping community in the teaching community. So you can just look into that. Great website we use is called Home Exchange. That's the biggest house swapping or home exchanging website in the world. You can go anywhere, including, of course, Lisbon. If you want to come and swap into our house, you can come and check it out and see where we're wanting to swap next. Hey, thanks so much for watching that video, and I hope that you got some massive value from it. Before you go, do you live in Australia? If you do, this is for you. Would you like to learn how to sell things on Amazon here in Australia? Would you like to know what sells really, really well and what sells for the maximum amount of profit? Would you like to know where you can source those products from, whether that be in China or here in Australia, and how to source them so you pay bottom dollar and get maximum value for what you're doing? If you do, please subscribe to my channel and like this video, and you'll learn that and much more. It's the exact same information that people like Jeff from New South Wales have used to make $45,000 a month on Amazon, that Sue, who's from the sunny coast, has used to purchase herself a brand spankly BMW every single year as a result of her e-commerce business, and the lovely Kate from Bowral in New South Wales has used to make $32,000 a year on, a month, not a year, a month on Amazon, and indeed Anthony, who makes $15,000 a month on Amazon, selling, as he puts it, odds and sods. If you'd like to learn the exact same information that they use to maximize their profits for their Amazon businesses, subscribe to this video, like my channel, post below if you want me to teach you something. Okay, I'm out of here. Speak to you soon. Bye. Subscribe. Do it now.